Welcome back to the Screensavers. I'm Patrick Norton. Coming up in this half hour, Robert Hare and I are going to show you the best affordable LCDs. Plus, our next caller is looking to talk and compute at the same time. Now, if you missed it before the break, we showed a few nifty, effective, simple ways of destroying your sensitive data, making it unrecoverable, including some software tools, a grinder, a CD shredder, a degausser. It's like a giant magnet. Now, we're going to show you some of Kevin's over-the-top methods we were afraid might actually burn the studio or melt the studio to the ground. Kids, do not try this at home.
First thing we wanted to do was the acid.
Actually, hold on. Hold up your hands. Yes. These are like hazardous material. What are these gloves you're holding on?
These are my anti-acid gloves.
Okay.
They're going to protect me from any type of acid that might be left on this drive here that we destroyed.
Okay, can we get a shot of that? They sort of before and after. See, you're wearing acid gloves. I'm just picking it up because I'm a dumb farm boy. But I'm thinking this one is the before and this one is the after. Okay.
This is correct. Now, we took a look at all different types of acid. Originally, what we wanted to do is to bring a specialist in and sink a hard drive down in some acid so that it completely ate up the drive and there was nothing left.
Some really gnarly hydrochloric acid. Just have dust at the bottom of the beaker.
Have dust at the bottom. But, you know, we couldn't get that kind of acid, and there's all these rules and regulations, you know, and it's like...
Yeah, because we called up colleges. It was like, we figured there got to be a chem student somewhere, and nobody took the offer.
Instead, we had an intern do it. We actually got Joey. We got Joey, the intern from Unscrewed, and he actually went out and got this thermite and got this acid and put this all together.
Whoa. And thank you to Unscrewed.
Isn't it great to have interns to do that kind of stuff for you? So.
Intern, sacrificial lamb.
Yeah. It was really cool, though. Check it out. We actually have some footage.
This is good.
What we did is we used some acid here. It is muriatic acid.
Often used for cleaning swimming pools.
That's Joey right there putting the hard drive in. Now notice the case is on the hard drive, and watch what happens here. Now we've used a little time-lapse photography here. And over the course of 3 hours, now the sun hits it. That's when it starts bubbling.
A little heat makes everything magic.
Starts bubbling there, and then it's getting a little crazy now. And
I'm surprised the camera didn't back up at that point.
Yeah, Joey takes it out, and take a look here, and it's eating the entire front cover off of the hard drive.
The miracle of aluminum, ladies and gentlemen.
So now I'm not sure if this is actually DoD specs as far as destroying data.
I think they actually use hydrochloric acid and use the actual disc in the center of it, because you know.
Right. Well, who cares about the other components? But they probably just pull out the discs and destroy those. But this is pretty cool.
Surface damage.
It's done some surface damage, and I highly doubt that anybody's going to be able to get anything off here. But we have a better way.
Speaking of surface damage, thermite.
Thermite, yes. Thermite is an interesting little substance that burns at 3,000 degrees.
You'll often hear it used in military terms.
Yes. In military applications are also to fuse railroad tracks together is what the original application for it was. But check this out.
Their own use for things.
This is thermite. Don't try this at home. Let's take a look at the footage here. So we're in my backyard, and we've got the computer all wired up. We actually have 4 pounds of thermite inside this computer, sitting right on top of the hard drive. Now, when I flip these switches, it's going to ignite the thermite, causing a reaction that's going to burn at 3,000 degrees that will completely eat through this hard drive and destroy all data on the hard drive. So let's flip the switches and take off.
Run, Kevin, run!
Yeah, at that point, I just ran.
At this point, the neighbor calls the cops. Her laundry is ruined.
Yeah. There was actually a neighbor hanging up laundry that we had to wait for her to go in the house before we did this.
Were the sheets black by the time you were done with this?
I didn't look. We were actually trying to put it out here. Here's
hopefully she doesn't watch the show.
There's Joey trying to help me put it out. Now, just to let you know, I had no idea that this was going to create this big of a reaction.
Right.
Joey didn't either. Otherwise, we wouldn't have done it in my backyard. The backyard is probably not a good place to do this.
Yeah, let's make this abundantly clear. This is the after picture.
Yes.
This is a hard drive, right? It's an ordinary hard drive. This little melted section down there, that's an X hard drive. Okay? Obviously the data's gone.
Take a look at the top of this case. It ate through the entire top. I'm thinking about putting a little fan here. It's like added coolage for the case. But yeah, it's nasty stuff. And if you ever had this in your house, the house is going to be flames.
Let's put this. Some people are like, yeah, man, I've got like thermite hooked up to destroy my hard drive. If I hit a switch in case like the FBI comes to my house, you will burn down your house.
And probably your neighbor's
house. Your
house.
apartment building, probably the city block. Don't. Do not. Because it's just, that's scary. 3,000 degrees. This will hurt things.
It's pretty crazy. You can actually download the video at the article at thescreensavers.com if you want to check it out again. Pretty crazy stuff.
I can't believe it did that much damage. Yet again, screensavers.com, all the methods we talked about here, links to the video that will frighten you and scare the neighbors. And now let's kick it to Jess for a wicked cool web tip.
That's right. Preserving your old photos, slides, and negatives is not an easy